Good evening, all. Hope everyone doing well. Okay, actually, a few sets of Nata is already been over, and I just come across my students, and I found that in many sessions, not in all, but in many sessions, nonverbal reasoning has been given priority. Okay, whether it's priority, it is given over arithmetic. And in some rare situations, a few of my students had written sessions having arithmetic priority also. Okay, it's a little bit unfortunate in some way. Okay, sometimes a few people are good at arithmetic, they find it would be easy. Anyway, unfortunate for a few of you because many having issues with arithmetics since a lot of equations and all those things matter in that particular paper. Okay, so even though a few were got question papers with arithmetics majority, but many of students, like many sessions, got non-verbal priority question papers. So I think we need to give enough priority to this particular topic because plenty of questions are asking from this particular area. So today also we will be discussing, actually in Nata 2 also, I had come up with 2 hours of non-verbal reasoning discussion. Okay, so actually my plan is to finish the entire non-verbal syllabus in 6 hours. Okay, so already 2 hours gone. The next 2 hours is today, and in the upcoming week I'll be taking the other 2 hours also, and after that we will be doing questions in a random way also. Okay, all those things are in plan. So today, I think without wasting much time, we will be getting into some questions, and it will be starting from counting unique shapes. Okay, earlier Nata used to ask many questions from this particular area, and in certain sessions also the question from counting has been included. So we will be doing some unique shape counting first. So I think you guys can put your responses in the chat box. So I will share my screen just a second. So today we will be starting with unique shape counting. So the first question is over here. So you guys can read and solve this question. I'll be looking into your live chat responses. I want all of you to put your responses in the chat. Just try to solve this. Find the number of similar items in the image sets provided. So an easy non-verbal topic is counting unique shapes. So this is our 8th chapter. Already we learned 7 chapters in the previous session. So those who haven't attended that session, they can go to the recordings in the live. Okay, you can find our recordings there. So in our channel, we will be creating a playlist also for that. I think already being there. If there is not, we will be creating it as soon as possible. No, we had already created, and this video is a part of that playlist. Okay, so in our second Nata, I think we had included second Nata session, part 2. You can identify that part 2 there, not in a Nata mini sprint. It is in part 2 I had discussed. That was my previous session. Okay, so I think we can start counting. So over here, any responses? Feel free to comment your response in the chat. Okay, consider it is also like a mock exam. Okay, so we are going to find unique shapes. So over here, just observe this one. I'm giving a number 1 there. Okay, is there? Obviously not. This is not. I could consider this as the second one. Not. This could be the third one. Not. And this could be the fourth one. This could be the fifth one. And it's not. Oh, here one more. So right hand is option C, 6. Okay. So we will be trying an old Nata question next. Panu Zali given it right. Very good, Panu. So we will be moving to the next question. So unique figure. It is already asked in Nata 2023. Okay. This is the latest available previous year question because they haven't published any question papers of this year. So no question papers are out now. So now you guys can solve this question. So identify the two similar keys from the image set provided below. So actually we have classes like means repeaters batch has a repeaters batch as well as regular batches are taking currently admissions are taking, especially for our crash batches. We are having slots available now for both online and offline. So you can find the number in the chat box to know further about the admission processes over here and think for the crash batches. So which all those, let me know which are the matching ones. Over here, you can observe the 6th one and this 14th one. They are alike. 6 and 14 is the right answer. So in a multiple choice question environment, the options will be like 6 and 14, 3 and 15, 7 and 14, etc., etc. Okay. So in that way, that options will be coming over there in your exams. So we will be moving to another question. Okay, now one more question from unique figure counting. After that, we can move to the next topic. So you guys can solve this. Let me look in your answers in the chat. Go ahead. Yes, earlier Yashwini given it right. Very good, Yashwini. So this one. Okay, in this question, we will be discussing area of shaded region in this chapter, in this session. So you guys can solve this question in between. I'll be telling you what are the topics we are going to do. We will be doing mirror images and water images. Very important topic in nonverbal reasoning. So we will be discussing that topic here. And figure series. We will be discussing figure series questions. Okay. So collect as much as logics possible from this session. So these logics will club you into or will help you to club the logics and create new logics. Okay. So collect as much as logics from today's session. Even we are discussing odd figures. In that also we will be discussing as much as possible logics. Okay. So if we have correct logic in our mind, then we can easily solve the questions. Or you can easily connect the logics to create an unknown new logic. Okay, all these things are possible. So rule detection topic we will be discussing today. And similarly, we will be having a look into shadows and then zillouts. Okay, I will be telling you what is zillouts if you are not aware about that. Zillouts questions we will be discussing today. And similarly, we will be discussing area of shaded region. Okay, very important topic that also. So this is my plan to discuss in the upcoming 2 hours. Okay, upcoming 2 hours I will be dedicated for discussing these topics. So let me check your answers. How many you can find the number of similar items. Today we will be discussing questions based on differences also. Okay. So how many? A, B, C, D. Let me check your options. Yashwini. Okay, fine. I will look into your answer. Anyone else? So let's solve this. Let's solve this. So over here, we will be looking for one like this. First one. Second one. Third. Fourth. Fifth. Photo is not clear. I think you can zoom the screen. I think I'm also zoomed it to the maximum. Okay. Even you can make it zoom. Okay, in the YouTube. I think there are options for making it zoom in YouTube itself. I'm able to zoom it. Okay, please find that option in YouTube. So how much it is? It is 5. So in YouTube, you can easily zoom it. So let's move on to the next question. 5 is the right answer. So next question we can take from a very important topic, that is mirror image. Okay, mirror image is very much important in this particular exam, and there are certain rules for mirror image questions. Okay, that rules we will be discussing first. Mirror image is basically of two types. Mirror image is basically of two types. One is mirror on the right side. Okay, what is mirror on the right side, and the other one is mirror on the bottom. Okay, mirror on right side, you can use mirror on right side, or and mirror on left side. Both have same rules. Similarly, mirror on bottom, we often call it like water image. Since the reflecting surface is at the bottom, usually water is the reflecting surface which we can find at the bottom. Okay, so we also called mirror at bottom like water image. So mirror at bottom include mirror at bottom and mirror at top, because rules are same. Okay, because rules are very much same. So that is the case of two types of questions you can expect when mirror on right side comes. Certain rules are there for mirror on right side. Okay, so the rule number 1, it is very much important. No distortion. What is distortion? That is the next question. Okay, what is distortion? That is the next question. Assume over here, I'm just constructing one circle. So this is a circle I had constructed, and I had a mirror here, and my reflected image, if it is like this is called distortion. Okay, this is called distortion. No distortion is possible. If it is mirror image, then it should be exactly to be mirrored. Okay, if it is mirror image, it should be mirrored exactly. Clear? That means if a circle is there, then that circle should be reflected instead of this. Like this. The same circle should be reflected exactly same. That is a rule. That is no distortion. Rule number 2. No left to right changes. Sorry. No top to bottom changes. Those things at the top always remains at the top for mirror on right side. Okay. For example, if it's like a figure like this and mirror is over here, so the reflected image having head at the top. Okay, it will not goes to bottom, but there will be left to right changes. You can find this on the right, left, and this on the right. So in the reflected figure, these things will be exchanging their positions. One will be on the right and the other will be on the left. Okay, so the third rule is left to right changes is there. That means lateral inversion. Lateral inversion. This is the case of mirror on right side. Now comes the mirror on bottom. Let's check mirror on bottom. Rule number 1, same. No distortion. Okay, no distortion. Rule number 2, few more tips are there. While discussing question, I'll be addressing those tips. Rule number 2, no lateral inversion. Rule number 3, since lateral inversion is not there, but top to bottom changes are there. Top to bottom changes are there. So these are the common rules. Let's try some questions. Okay, let's try some questions in a very quick manner. So come over here for the questions. If you want, guys, you can take a screenshot of these things. So now, mirror on right side. You guys can solve this question and put your responses in the chat. I'll be waiting for your replies. Okay, go ahead. So don't forget about our upcoming batches, which is starting very soon. So over here for admissions, you can feel free to contact the number given in the live chat. Okay, it is already pinned that message. Okay, you can find our number over there. Your queries regarding Nata has also be, you can share over there with that number. We will try our level best to address those issues and provide proper guidance. You can use that number. Rajesh, very good. We will be looking into the answer. So over here, actually you can observe an English alphabet B here. Okay, nearer reflects nearer, farther reflects farther. Okay, those who are near to the mirror will be reflected very close. Okay, so English alphabet B we are having here. Similarly, English alphabet Z we are having here. Actually, these letters are not vertically, vertically symmetric. Okay, if the letter is vertically symmetric like English alphabet U, then it will be exactly reflected like U. But English alphabet Z is not vertically symmetric. So its reflection will be something like this in this orientation. I have some distortion issues. Okay, please pardon me. So over here, we'll be looking into that, English alphabet Z. 1 second, let me log it. Okay, fine. So English alphabet Z wrongly reflected. Okay, so it is being reflected in a very different way. So option B will definitely wrong. Now comes to other shapes. Actually, this is distortion. It is not there in the question. So option C gone. So you can check for these kinds of distortion also. Now, there will be no top to bottom changes on mirror on right side. This is towards top. It need to be reversed towards the top. Okay. In the B, we had removed the option. Okay, fine. So now just look into option A or D. Okay, we have the issue with the option A and D. So compare the options. What makes these options different? This portion makes its option different. Compare with the question. Okay, there will be left to right changes has to be happened. But over here, coming to these things. Nearer reflects nearer, farther reflects farther. So everything else is same. So by comparing these areas, option A is wrong. Okay, just comparing this area, you can find that option A is wrong. And finally, it is option D. Very good, Manjit. Okay, Shiva, Malavika, and all others. Good. So next question is over here. Go ahead. Next question. Which of the answer figures is the mirror image of the given figure? Go ahead, go ahead. So actually, I'm not clear that you guys are understanding this or not. That is why I'm deeply explaining. Few of you may be very well in this particular topic. Okay, but there may not be, there may be students, they are not that much well in this particular topic. That is why I'm just explaining up to the level of scratches. Okay, so those quick learners, please pardon me for my long explanations for these questions, because I want to cater every sections of the students. Okay, anyway, Shiva, Rajesh, Manjit, all very good. So over here, when we look over here in this question, you can find that there will be left to right changes are happening. But actually, this thing is on the right. It is already on the right. It is already on the right. Distortion happened in option D. Simply, we are solving this question. Option B. Yeah, very good. Shiva, Rajesh, Manjit, all good, great. Keep going. Next one. Next question. Okay, mirror on the right side. How will you solve this? I'm eagerly waiting for your answers. Shiva, Manjit, Rajesh, quick. Malavika. Rajesh, good, good. I'm eagerly waiting for your answers. So over here, when we observe top to bottom changes, not possible. Okay, top to bottom changes are not possible. Now the doubt is between option A or D. Left to right changes, there need to be there, but it is option. Very good. Rajesh, Shiva, Malavika, Manjit, all great. So right answer is option A. So why don't we try this question? Question number 4. Mirror on right side. Okay. In many sessions, mirror images has been asked. So mirror on the right side. Try this question. Rajesh, others. So we have few numbers, letters, and all. Okay, fine. So over here in this question, English alphabet G, whether it is symmetric or not, it is not symmetric. If non-symmetric letters are reflecting exactly same, that is not possible. So option D, you can eliminate. At the very next second, you find the options. Add mirror on the right side. So those things at the bottom will not come to top. So option A gone. And left to right changes will be definitely there. So the direction of striations exactly same, but they will be alter their direction. Didn't happen in option B. So finally it is option C, and Rajesh, Shiva, and Manjit given it right. Which answer? Which of the answer figures is the mirror image of the given figure? Try this. Mirror image. I'm looking for your answers. Q. Which among the following options is exactly? Yeah, good. Keep going. Shiva, Rajesh, let me know who are the Q fans over here. Okay, your speed also matters. You can use a timer near you to check your speeds for solving these kinds of questions. Okay. So I think from the addressing the questions in the previous, I hope you guys got the idea to solve these questions. I think so. So left to right changes. Actually, this is towards right, and these two towards left. Actually, all the three are towards right. Not possible. Okay. So the first two will be towards right, like option B, and the last one will be towards the left. That is these hooks. Okay. So the first two hooks, because these two hooks will be towards right. So with that, we can eliminate option C. With that, you can eliminate option B. Okay. So the right answer is option B. And over here, it's Shiva, Rajesh, Manjit, Malavika. Everyone given it right. So we will be trying 1 second. We can try a few more questions from that particular topic. Using some words. Judgment. You can try the mirror image on judgment. Go ahead. Just try it on judgment. The word judgment you can use. How will you? Let me see your answers. Consider this like a mock exam. So judgment, nearer reflects nearer. So the words start with which letter? Symmetric letters. Go for it. I will give you the tip to solve this in a very quick manner. So over here, the word should start with the T. Just observe the T. T, the mirror image of T will be exactly looks like T. Why? Because it is a vertically symmetric letter. So the word should start with the T. If it is starting with the J, it is wrong. Now, Go for English alphabet G. Is G vertically symmetric? Is G vertically symmetric? Obviously not. So G will not be exactly reflected like the G. Come to option 1. It will not be exactly reflecting like G. Gone. So finally the third option, that is option C. Option C, Malaviga, Rajesh, Shiva, Manjit. Very good. Everyone given it right. So option C is the right answer. One more word we can try. One more word. Reasoning. Mirror on the right side. Reasoning. Go ahead. Mirror on right side. Reasoning. Use the tip. The tip is like this. Symmetric letters reflects exactly same. Non-symmetric letters will not reflect exactly same. That is a tip, and that tip you guys can use. Okay. So in the upcoming exams, I think already many of you written the exam. So in the upcoming exams, we need to improve our scores as much as possible. Okay. So anyhow, we need to improve our scores because we shouldn't settle with the previous score which we got. Okay. We will be choosing one among the three, but every time we need to try our level best to improve our scores. So identify what was our areas of issue in the previous sessions. That means I was not clear in this particular area. That is why I'm not getting marks. So in those things, you need to be clear here. So reasoning, just try for the symmetricity of letters. English alphabet S is here. Is it symmetric? Obviously not. Asymmetric. We don't want that option. Okay. So next, the word should start with a G. It is starting with R. B is the right answer. Reasoning, option B. So over here it's Shiva. Sorry, students. Sorry for the inconvenience happened in between. A network error has been crept in between. Sorry. So we will be continuing with the questions we were discussing. Okay. So over here, which is the right answer? Let me check your answers. So over here, I'm just dividing this because there is no top to bottom changes. It is gone to bottom. Okay. And it is gone to bottom. Two options. I just simply removed. Okay. Without any hesitations, we are simply removed that. Left to right changes there. It is still on the right. Okay. Without any doubt. Like Rajesh, Shiva, Manjit, everyone right. Ranjit, fine. So right answer is option 2. So now we will be trying some questions on the mirror on top and bottom. Okay, first of all, we can try on bottom. So I hope you remember the rules. I hope you remember the rules. Which of the answer figures is the water image of the given figure? Kyuk kyuk. So top to bottom changes. There is no left to right changes are possible. Observe here. Okay. So this one will be going to top, but it is to be on the right side. Okay. It will not go to the left side. So it will be definitely on the right side. Left side it is. Okay. It need to be on the right side, but top to bottom change will be there. It is on the left side. Two options gone. This particular one will be coming to bottom. Okay. But it is on the left side, not on the right side. This is how they are altering their positions. Okay. So two options you can easily remove. Top to bottom changes. Just observe this dot. This dot has to go to top. Okay. It is still continuing at the bottom in option B. Okay. Shiva is over right. Shiva is right over here. Option D is the right answer. Good. Let's try the next question. Mirror on bottom. Mirror on bottom. Let's try this. Okay. Try this question. Mirror on bottom. I'm waiting for your responses. Shiva, Manjit, Rajesh, Malavika. I want all of you to put your answers here. And many are simply just what passive listeners are also there. You guys just put your answers here. Be active. Okay, we can make this session more interactive through your live chat comments. So it will be moreover like my classroom sessions. Okay, so this is your duty to make me maximum efficient. So when I become maximum efficient, you'll be getting more points. Okay, so active participation will make the person, the faculty who is taking that session more engaging. Yeah, good. Manjit, Shiva, Rajesh. Okay, fine. So top to bottom changes is inevitable, but there is no left to right changes. This thing will be coming to bottom, but it will be towards right. Okay, it will be coming to bottom. Like option A is wrong, option C is wrong, and it has to come down. Okay, it has to come down. So the answer will be B or D. Again, B or D is the confusing area. Let's look into the answer. Top to bottom changes are there. No left to right changes. So this particular one will be top, like this in option B. So D is wrong. B is the right answer. Why don't we try one at the top? Mirror on top. One question for mirror on top we can try. Yeah, this one. We'll be trying this one. Which of the answer figures is water image of the given figure? Which of the answer figures? In the meantime, while you find the answer, I will be having some water. Okay. Try to solve this. Mirror on top. Exactly similar to mirror on bottom. If you want, I will be getting you a question for mirror on left side also. Okay. We haven't discussed that. Shiva, others. See, we have an alphabet S. Just think about, is S is symmetric? In which direction? In horizontal direction. Just think, is it symmetric? Obviously not. It is not symmetric. So reflecting it exactly same is a huge offense. Okay, that is the tip. Okay, that is the trick to solve the questions in a quicker manner. So now only two options in front of us, and just think about that only. So top to bottom changes are there, no left to right change. So this square will be coming to top only, not moving to left like this. Okay, it will be coming to top only. So option D is wrong. Nobody given it right. Okay, option C is the right answer. So let's try another question. When mirror comes to left. Question number 11. Try this question. Question number 11. Oh, sorry. Oh, fine. Question number 11. Now you can solve. Mirror on left. Ah, Manjit, I just found your answer. I had. Which of the answer figures is the mirror image of the given figure? Mirror on left. Okay, mirror on left. Exactly same to mirror on right. The rules are same. Ah, good Shiva. Two different answers from two responses I found over here. Let me try. There will be no top to bottom changes. If anything in the top goes to bottom, then it is wrong. Check for distortions. Actually, option C. Few lines are missing. Okay, few lines are missing. In option D, what? Which line is this one? It is not in the question, I think. So option D is wrong. Okay, fine. Manjit, Sharavanan. Okay, so Manjit, Sharavanan, Shivani. Fine, I will look into your answers. Fine. So now comes to option B. Same straight line. Actually, I can't find this line in the question. So that line is a sort of distortion. Okay. So now comes option A. Very good. Shivani, Manjit, and Sharavanan. Great. Let's try another question. A word is here. A word. Answer figure is the water image. Water image means reflecting surface is at the bottom. Okay, we are taking still water, so distortion is not possible here. Go ahead. All. I want all of you to put your responses in the chat. So after me, GK session will be taken by our Akhil sir. So this will be this marathon. This sprint will be extending up to 8:30, I think. Okay. So after that, Akhil sir and will be joining with GK session. Sharavanan and Shivani given answers. What about others? So Mantri is the word. Symmetricity. Check for symmetricity. Is English alphabet symmetric? I'm just using a mirror on bottom as well as water image. Both are same. Okay. T will not be reflected exactly same. Then why should we keep option A? We can remove it. English alphabet A. Is it symmetric? Symmetric in which direction? Symmetric in horizontal direction. Obviously, it is not symmetric. So it is a non-symmetric letter. Reflecting exactly same is an offense. Simply we are solving it. Okay. We are not at all drawing anything. We are just simply looking into the options, eliminating wrong options, finding right answer as well as eliminating wrong options. Both will get you marks. Okay. I think more efficient method is eliminating wrong options. Sharavanan, Shivani, and Manjit, all good. Now we will be looking into figure series. Yeah, we are starting with a wonderful question, I think. Okay, we will be starting with a wonderful question. Who will be coming next? You guys need to predict who is going to come first. You will be getting a new logic. I think so. Okay. Because when I discussed this question with my students were also not aware about this particular logic earlier. Okay, now you guys can solve this question. Who will be coming in place of that question mark? Different shapes, different polygons, circle, everything is being included in this question. Collect logics as much as possible by doing as much as questions in figure series as well as odd one. Over. Let me try. So over in this question. Okay. Shivani, I will be addressing your doubt. Maybe. So actually, I don't think whether explaining this is relevant or not. Actually, you can find these kinds of shapes. It is coming to bottom. Those shapes are coming to bottom. So next time pentagon will be at the bottom. Okay. Next time pentagon will be at the bottom. So that is one logic. That is one logic we are getting. But for misleading us, all the options are having pentagons at the bottom. Okay. Even on the base of a. Okay. Anyway, we are getting into the logic of this question. We are also getting into the actual logic of this question. Just observe how I am drawing all these things. My blue line, just observe. Okay, next is my black line. My black line is in this direction. Next, my red line. This is my red line. See, I'm making a meaningful image. Next comes my green line. My green line is having a slope like this. Okay. Next line is like this. See, a rotation is happening for the lines. So the prediction time. Next time, it has to be like this. So the the image having a line who is having a slope like this. Anyway, option C is not having that. Option, obviously not. Obviously not. We have it here. So right answer is B. Okay, right answer is B. Nobody given it right. So that's why I told you that this would be a new logic. Anyway, collect it. Few of you may be definitely knowing that. So over here, keep this logic in mind. Okay, keep this logic in mind. Why don't we try another question? Rotation doubt. I think there is the blue line I had drawn here. So actually, if we club the slopes, actually it is moving in this direction. This is 22.5 degree each. Shivani, is it clear? Just this particular line I had drawn here. Just look into the colors which I have given over here. Next one. Fine. Yeah, Shivani, fine, great. So we will be moving to the second question. Who will be coming next? Who will be coming next? Shivani, fine. So clear. You can make clear your doubts also over here in the chat box. Now you guys can solve this question. Figure series, who will be coming next? Okay. Enough time. Enough time I'm giving. The question is something looks like an organic chemistry textbook. Okay. I think toluene is having, anyway, benzene is not here. I think few more lines are required for making a benzene as well as one CH3. Okay, to make it toluene, I think few more lines are required. Okay, anyway, it's not an organic chemistry question, it's a physical series question. So who will be coming next? So you will be getting another logic from this question. Collect the logics and write it somewhere if possible. Write it somewhere, because clubbing all those logics, whenever we are stuck at a place, just think about what are the logics we have and just make a trial and error method over here. Try this logic there. If it is failing, try the second one. If it is failing, try the third one. Make a trial and error. So at the end, you will be getting the answer. Okay. And if you are having a proper practice, simply looking into the question, the brain will take you to the exact logic which you want. So in this question, actually this is, you can find this particular line you can observe. Okay, actually it is moving, and it is moving in anti-clockwise direction. If you observe, its movement is in anti-clockwise direction. So assume this is 0th position, this is first position. Okay, so only one position is changed here. Next time, 1, 2. Okay, now it is on the second position. So add 2 in this figure, you will be getting this one. So next time, 1, 2, 3. So it is over here. You can find it. So that means to this figure, add 3, you will be getting the answer. So the prediction is like this. Next figure, I need to add 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It has to be here. Okay, my direction will be wrong. Oh yeah, 4. Okay, 4th position, that line. Now the answer, we can have a prediction, 6th position. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And 6th position. So no change. Sorry, it is 5. Actually, we just reach up to 4 only. So next 5. So 5th position is like this. So my ring will be having a line here. Is it over? No. 2 options. So the other line is a matter. So it's looking over here, you can find an alternate series like thing. So first box and third one are same. Okay, because it is on the first position, moved 1 position, come over here. Next time, 1 more position moved and it reached here. So actually, our figure is a continuation of this series. If I name this is A, B, C, D, E, and F. Actually, over here, B, D, and F. B, D, and F are in a series. You can call this like an alternating series. So over here, if you observe, it is also moving in anti-clockwise direction. From here, it moved 1 step to reach here. So next time, I can predict it can be here. Okay. So option B is wrong and Shivani is right. Option C. Very good. So C is the right answer. So similarly, we can do one more question over here. You can try this one. Solve this question. Who will be replacing that question mark? Chuk chuk. Who can replace that question mark? Manjit, Shivani, Sharavanan, Malavika. Who will replace this? Assume it is like an alternate series. Hint, hint. Alternate series are there. Assume it in like that way. So over here, I'm just giving names A, B, C, D, E, F. AC alike, CE alike. Okay. Similarly, B, D, and F. B, D, and F are alike. Ah, Shivani, fine, great. So our answer need to have an arrow of this format. Double-sided arrow we want. Option A and D are wrong. And the position of this shade is matter. Okay. So this is on the first position, second position, and next time it will be over here. This is the third position. Shivani and Prakash were right over here. Option C. So now we will be looking into some questions from odd one. Okay. So next we will be looking into odd one. So which is the odd one? One of them having a different property. Okay. Flipped and rotated images are over here. But one is entirely different from others and you can easily pick it. I want all of you to put your responses in the chat. Which one? Option D, Shivani, good. So this one is different from others. So now we will be solving question number 3 in the material. Who is the odd one here? Odd ones are quite simple. Quite simple questions are there. Odd one, odd one. Who is the odd one? I want all of you to put your answers. Q. Top, bottom. Right, left, right. Top, bottom, top. Left, right. Okay. Who is the odd one? Two in the same direction together. Top, bottom. And over here, top, bottom, top. And left, right. So it's option B you can choose. So coming to the next question, you can solve for the fourth one. So those who haven't subscribed our channel, please subscribe our channel and you can hit that bell icon because similar videos are coming up in the next week also. We will be having non-verbal third session. So within that session, we will be covering entire non-verbal topics. So to get those notifications on time, you can subscribe our channel. Okay, done. So, Manjit, fine. So over here, you can find this is on the smaller angles every time. It goes to the larger angle only in option B. And Shivani and Manjit were right. Great. So next time we will be solving this question. Who is the odd one? Who is the odd one? Who is the odd one over here? Look into the options. Okay. Is it over? Manjit, I found your answer. Others. One is different actually. Actually, the circle and this particular lines are in the same direction everywhere. Okay. But in option A, it is in opposite direction. We can observe that all are in same direction every time. All are in same direction every time. So over here, which option is the right answer? A is the odd one. Okay, please be clear on these things. So why don't we try question number 7? Question number 7. Just look into the whenever these kinds of figures come, just look into the number of line segments. Simply looking into the number of line segments will take you to the answer. How many line segments are here? So let's check the line segments. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So by comparing the number of line segments involved, option A is only having 3 line segments. Option B, 1, 2, 3, 4. Option C, 1, 2, 3, 4. Option D, 1, 2, 3, 4. So in this, you can find option A as the odd one based on the number of line segments. Okay, based on the number of line segments involved. So that is another important logic, number of line segments. Manjit, good. Okay, number of line segments is an important logic over here. In that way, option A will be the odd one. So let's move to the next question. You can try this question number 14. Try this. I'll be looking for your answers in the chat. Question number 14. 14. Q. Simple question. Nata previous year. Nata is having this question in their repositories. Very simple. When a polygon comes to question, give priority to number of sides. Okay. When a polygon comes, give priority to number of sides. So over here, how many sides are there? This is 4, 4, outer and inner. 5, 5, 3, 3, 4, 3. It is obviously different. Shiva, Manjit, Anu, good. So why don't we try next topic, that is rule detection. So just read the statements and solve this question. So the arrows of the given series can be combined without changing their directions to form a meaningful image. So your target is to find a meaningful image. Who can give that meaningful image? That is the question. Go ahead. Who can give that meaningful image? Previous year question of Nata. Okay. Yes, Shivani is right here. Option D it is. What makes it a meaningful image? This is top. Second one is bottom. Third one is, second one is south. Third one is towards east. This is north, south, east. Finally, fourth one towards west. North, east, south, west. This is a meaningful image. Okay. Now try this question. Another rule is given. Also, another previous year question also. The closed figure loses its sides and the open figure gains its sides as the series proceeds. So this chapter is rule detection. This chapter is rule detection. Solve this. Over. Shivani, Manjit, all good. So over here in this question, in this particular question, you guys can check. The closed figure loses its sides and the open figure gains its sides. So actually closed figure is 6-sided, open figure is 2. This is going 5, 3, 4, 4, 3, 5. Actually their sum is always 8 here and one loses and the other is gaining. So over here coming to option B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 6, 3, irregular. Leave it. Okay. So it is 6, 1, 6, 2. No changes is happening. 6, 1, 5, 2. Fine. Again 5. Again 2. Not possible. So right answer is option A. So let's try question number 2. Image becomes simpler as the series proceeds. Okay. So image become simpler as the series proceeds. So solve this question. So over here, a triangle. Yeah, anyway, everyone just give a try. So the figure need to be get simpler when the series proceed. Don't make it complex. Okay, fine. So let's look into the answers. So option A, both same. So it's not getting simpler. It is actually getting complex. Yeah, lose this portion. Lose. One more line lose. Okay, fine. We'll be looking into C. 2 triangles. Nothing. It is not getting simpler by the next step. So it's option C, like Shivani commented. Good, great. So this is the types of questions you can expect for rule detection. So now comes the shadow. Okay, shadows are usually created by opaque objects. Okay, shadows are usually created by opaque object, and shadows are created on the direction of light, like this. Okay, it will be based on the direction as well as the slope of the light. The shadows are being created. And it is better to look into the shadow of some common shapes like cubes. Anyway, the shadow will not be falling in opposite direction of the light like this. Okay, you guys can solve this question. It's a previous question of Nata. Anyhow, I will be explaining this. So, which figure is the right one? Which figure? Which shadow? Solve this. So shadow will be falling in which direction? That is a question. Let me solve this. So simply you can eliminate this option, even this option. Okay, because the shadow has to be there at the floor, but it is not happening. So it is something like light is coming from this direction. Doubt is between D as well as B. Doubt is between D as well as B. So light is coming from this direction. So the shadow will be over here, and comparing the size of the size as well as the shape of the objects. Actually, this has to be in the ground. This is that triangle portion is missing in option D. So it is option B actually. Okay. So now comes to this question. Light is coming from this direction in all the options. So actually this is a complex shape of cube. Okay, it involves a complex shape of cube. So be aware about the shadows of the cubes. Okay, So actually two cube-like things are over here. So if you have a better idea regarding the shadow of a cube, you can easily solve this question. Very easily you could solve this if you know the shadow of a cube. So coming over to here, this is wrongly reflected. Okay, we are not aware what the shape it is. This is not belongs to cube. Now come over here. This is not the shadow of the cube, which is over here. Finally, it is option A. Now we will be doing another question. You could solve this question. Another previous year Nata question on shadows. Go ahead. Let me see your responses. Shivani, I will be looking for your answer. So this question, just try to solve. This is a very simple question. Light is coming from this direction. Light is coming from this direction. 4 options are over here. 4 options. Shivani. Others. So shadow will be falling in that direction of that light, not in the opposite direction as like option B. Okay. And this is also falling in the opposite direction. It is on the, actually, here the shadow. Okay, this is not, actually it has to be fall like this. So option A is the right answer, and the same Shivani and Manjit given it right. Very good. So why don't we try this question? And after that, we will be moving to silhouettes. A solid sphere is kept on a planar surface. Parallel light rays are falling on it. Okay, as it's shown. So the parallel light rays are having a property. If this is the sheet, if the parallel light rays are coming like this, and an object over here, you will be getting a shadow of that object of equal size like this. Okay, this is the shadow I'm drawing. Okay, if the light is coming at an angle like this, and if you have a screen over here, and your object is over here, so you'll be getting an elongated shadow because a long distance it has to be covered. So a elongated shadow you will be getting. Similarly, coming over to here, we have a sphere. So it is touching that, light is touching that sphere is over at these points. So from this point onwards, the shadow starts. Okay, from this point onwards, the shadow starts. That means this plus sign is already inside the shadow. Okay, that plus sign is already inside the shadow. It is on the border lines. That options are wrong, actually. Okay, even the exact size circle is wrong. When you look from the front, this is belongs to cylinder. Option D is the shadow of a cylinder. So, as like Shivani and Manjit commented, option A. Good. So let's try silhouettes. Silhouettes is a representation of a picture using solid colors. Now you can look into the giraffe over here. So these are questions which has been comes in the magazines of the childhood. So last year also there was good number of questions on silhouettes. Solve this. Who or which figure is the exact representation? That is a question. Which figure is the exact representation? Let me try. Let me look into your answers. Manjit. Fine. So over here, just the tip of solving these kinds of questions. Compare all the options. Okay, and identify the difference in that option. So for example, you can find that tail. So you can find this portion is different from all the other three and compare it with the question figure. So option D is wrong because the tails are different. Okay. In the same way, compare other areas of that animal. Okay. In the same way, compare other areas. Actually, a projection you can find here. A projection you could find here, but it is absent here. Compare. It is present in the question. So option A is wrong. So two options simply gone. Now just observe the head area. Two head positions you can find. Actually, a small thing you can find here, but it is absent over there. But it is present in the question. So B is wrong. So finally, it is C. Okay, so C is the right answer, and Utkarsh given it right. Very good, Utkarsh. So let's try another question. A crocodile. I think so. A crocodile. I don't know whether it is alligator. I think it's crocodile. Okay. Manjit, Manjit, I think you can try this. Maybe your answer for this question. I'll look at it. Okay. Solve this question on, which is a silhouette here. Compare. That is the first one. Compare options to identify the difference. Then try to spot it out in the question paper. So if you observe here, the nose portion, you can find a difference. Compare it with the question. Actually, a circle-like projection is possible. So D is wrong. Okay, D is wrong. Let's look into the tail. This portion of the tail, it is different for option C. Compare it with the question. Actually, C is wrong. Now comes A and B. Let's look into the shape of spikes provided. Yeah, this portion. Compare it with the question. Actually, option A is wrong. Okay, comparing with the question, because that much spikes are not there. So finally, it is B. B is the right answer. Now we will be trying another question. Why don't we try this deer? I'm not that good, that much good with the names of the animal. So I think this is deer. Maybe specific names like reindeer. So all those things are not, I'm not familiar. Earlier it is Rajesh, Shivani, Utkarsh, everyone given it right. Very good. I think Rajesh was not there for the last few answers. Okay, anyway, identify the correct silhouette from here. Identify the correct silhouette. After this, we will be looking into a chapter called differences. That is the next part. Okay, so let's look into the difference. So we can start from the leg. So actually, option D, B and A is fine. C is having a different leg. Okay, different shadow, or sorry, different silhouette. When you observe here, we need to have something over here. So option A is wrong. Coming over to here, just observe the tail portion. Actually, it is option A and B are fine, but D is somewhat different. So D gone. Now comparing between A and B. Now compare between A and B, where you can spot a difference. So just comes to over here, the horn. So we are comparing this portion. Actually, one extra piece is here, but it is not in the original figure. So you can go for option A. Let me see those who have given A. So over here, Ranjit and Manjit. Sorry, Rajesh and Manjit given it, right? Utkarsh, fine. So I found your request, Utkarsh. So I think our coordinating team is looking into your messages over here. So we can make video on Nata 3D composition kit making. So we will be doing as a part of any sprint over here. Stay tuned to our channel. So I will take this to the peoples over here. Actually, we are making it in the offline sessions as well as online sessions. I don't know, will they provide it through the YouTube? Anyway, I will raise a request. Okay. So those requests you can forward through the number it is provided in the chat. Okay, 8086 111 You can use that number for providing that request. So they will be taking it with seriousness. So over here, in the two images given below, there are some differences. So next is for finding or spotting number of differences. Now you guys can try to spot the number of differences in the figure. What or how many? How many differences you can spot between these two figures? Utkarsh, Manjit, Rajesh, all try to spot. Let me try. Oh, sorry. Let me try. Two figures, first one and second figures, are different for a few things. Not for all things, but for few things. So looks for the eyebrow. That is the first difference. Hairstyle. Second difference is beard. Third difference. His pocket, the color of pen. Fourth difference. Then this is black and this is not that much, it's brown. So this is a fifth difference. And finally, coming to his shoes. 2 lines and 1 line. Sixth difference. Option D, 6 is the right answer. There is 6 differences. Okay, nobody spotted 6 differences. Let's try some question from angry birds. No, these birds are not seems to be that much angry. Okay, anyway, spot the number of differences and put it in the chat. Spot the number of differences and put it in the chat. Look, in the two images given below, there are some differences. Identify the total number of differences there. Sorry. Total number of differences. Look, branch wise. You can look into this branch wise, the differences. Okay, so actually our online crash courses for Nata is going on, and a few batches are starting by the next week also. So you can feel free to contact on the number provided in the chat to get admissions as well as your queries as you can submit over there. Okay. Anything in think you can use that number to contact. So coming to this. Over here, this blue bird is not there. Actually, coming over to here, we have a missing. This one is gone. Okay, so that is the second one. And coming over to here, this is the Third one, and one more difference. We don't know where this bird has gone. 4. So total 4 differences you can find in this figure. Okay, 4 differences you could spot. Manjit, good. And Shivani, good. 4 you can spot. Now we will be getting into next topic. Area of shaded region. Very important topic. Okay, so now you guys can try this question. Area of shaded region. Okay, that is the topic name. Area of shaded region is the topic name. Read the question carefully. This question demanding unshaded region. Okay. The question demanding unshaded region. From here onwards, some sort of arithmetic options. Nesco. It's hard, but we need to practice the questions. So if we have a good practice on these kinds of questions, then the things will be more easy and more fun. So how to solve these kinds of questions? Actually, a trick for solving this particular type of question. Okay, so there are plenty of types. So if you are doing all the types, then the brain will be prepared to solve any question. Let's try. So area of unshaded region is asked. So I'm going to find the area of shaded first and I will subtract from the total. Okay, that is my plan. So coming over here. Okay, so I'm just trying to solve for area of shaded. That means I will find the area of this portion first. Okay, what is the area of this portion? After that, I'll be solving what is the area of this portion. Finally, I will solve for area of this portion over. So I will get the total shaded. Then I will subtract from the entire area. Okay, so let me try the area of total area. Total area, how many square units? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 into 5, total 30 square units. Shivani will be doing it. Okay, 6 into 5, total 30 square units is the area. This is total area, including shaded and non-shaded. Okay, 30. Let's go, fine, good. So let's solve this. So I'm just going to find the area of this first. This is my piece number 1. Okay, shaded portion 1. So find the area of that one. I'm taking a rectangle. So actually, area of shaded portion 1. Area of shaded portion 1 equal to half into area of area of this, half into area of rectangle, because this line is acting like a diagonal. Okay, this line is acting like a diagonal. So over here, just area of shaded portion equal to half into area of that rectangle. What is the area of that rectangle? 2 into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 into 5, that is 10. So area of shaded portion 1 is simply 5. So we got the area of shaded portion 1. Okay, I think it's clear to all. Area of shaded portion 1 is ready. Now we need to find the area of shaded portion 2. So I'm going to remove these lines. Now I want only this much. But I can't directly find it. Okay, I can't directly find it, but it is half of a rectangle. Don't worry, some areas of the previous figure has been crept into it. No issue. We are going to find the area of the second portion. We are only bothered about this much area. Okay. So that is equal to area of shaded portion 2. Okay. Mayur Modi. मेरा कल second attempt. First attempt and second attempt may be different. Okay, pattern in the first exam and second exam. In many of the cases, I just found my students on Monday, sorry, on Saturday, if they are giving the exam question paper comprising of questions from, assume it is from 5 questions from mirror image is there. On the next day, there is no question from mirror image can expect. Okay, sometimes there will be 2, there will be 1, there will be no questions. Similarly, arithmetic, if it is there is many questions from arithmetic on Sunday, then if we check those who return on Saturday, there will be only 1 or 2 questions. Okay, Nesco has been asked a very controversial question. Is it right? Obviously not. Obviously not, Nesco. I'm not supporting that, because it is favoring the luckiest. Okay, I'm not at all supporting this particular one, Nesco, because my question is still pending. Okay, and if I talk more, it would be controversial, because the question needs to be have some sort of order. Okay, because I don't know whether everyone is good at arithmetics or logic, non-verbal. So if a person is good at non-verbal, is getting questions from arithmetics. Okay, he's getting questions like there is a, just simply go for 10 question exam. Okay, I'm not getting into the very large scenario here. We'll just look into a 10 question exam, and if it is a 5 question arithmetic and 5 question non-verbal, it is fine. Okay, on the first day 5 question, second day 5 question, every day it is fine. But it is like 8 question, this is arithmetic and this is non-verbal. On Saturday, if a person is getting 8 question on arithmetic and non-verbal, another student is getting 2 question. In the very next day, Sunday, another friend of you is writing and he is getting it like 3 question on arithmetic, 7 question on non-verbal. Most probably he is going to be hitting all 6s. Okay, he is getting it like a free hit. So marks will be following. Okay, so its mark will be flowing over here. So I didn't find these kinds of things are that going to favor, even though just go and write the exam. Okay, I think easy questions are asking from mathematics also. Anyhow, anyway, let's try our level best. So let's this question. I'll be using another color. In between the next question, I'll be addressing other things. But some sort of standardization as well as normalization need to be there, because exam is happening in different sessions. So this is the third one. Okay, this is the third one. So third shaded area of shaded portion 3. So let's look into the highlighted portions in the green only. Okay. Oh, I didn't solve for the area of shaded portion 2. Area of shaded portion on that red area you can find, oh sorry, purple area you can find 2 into 6. Half of 2 into 6. That is 6 only. Okay, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2. So total 12 square units. Half of that, because diagonal is dividing it into 2. So that is 6. Coming to the final one, third shaded portion. So there you can find 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Half of 3 into 4. That is another 6. So total area of total shaded portion. That is 1 plus 2 plus 3. That is 5 plus 6 plus 6, that is 17 only. And area of not shaded. Area not shaded. That is equal to 30 minus 17. It is simply 13. Anybody getting that 13? Okay, just look into the method. Just look into the method, how I had solved it. Okay, actually, this is a particular type of question in area of shaded portion. Okay, without much formulas or equations, we can simply solve this question, just simply taking these kinds of squares into consideration. Okay. Okay, now you guys can solve this question. Mayur, I'm not aware about drawing things. I think drawing faculty will be joining over here in our channel later. So you can convey your doubt to him. Okay, he could be giving an idea on that. So over here, Shivani. Manjit, don't worry, Manjit. Okay, just it's a quite simple question. These are the simplest questions you can expect from these kinds of exams. Shivani got more on arithmetics. I think arithmetics questions, they are asking very silly and simple questions, even though comparing to the non-verbal questions, maybe not fair. Okay, anyway, no issue. I think they might not be making much issues. I hope you'll be getting good marks by the by the previous attempt. You may be getting a good mark. So in the upcoming sessions also, just practice as much as questions possible. So you can definitely improve the scores into the top 5 ranks of Nata. Okay, top 5 to 10 ranks. Because in every year, my students are at the list of toppers. So that is why I'm just focusing on the 5 ranks. Okay, fine. Manjit, no, just divide it. Not only for Manjit, for everyone. Okay, simply divide it. The figure like this. Too thick. Let me make it a little bit thin. Okay, I just divided using a line over here. Another line. Now the things I think more loud and clear. How will you solve this? I want answers. I just added 2 more lines. Now I want answers. Use your logic. Don't run for equations. Okay. Equation for semicircle, equation for arc, sector. What shape is this one? Okay. Thinking about what shape is this one. Where will I get an equation for this shape? Okay. Don't bother in this particular question. These are logical questions. Okay. Not an equation centric one. Just a logic question. As like the previous one. Simply take this portion. Simply take this portion over here. Okay. And you can take this portion to here. Okay. If I draw those lines, this you can easily solve this. So over here, 1/2 is the right answer. So we can divide the leaf part and put it, so it's a triangle shaded. Yeah. The unshaded region become triangle. Yeah, Nesco, that is the way of solving this. Now it's Manjit, Achut, and Nesco. Given it right, very good. What about this one? Find the area of shaded region. Okay, this is 4 units. I'll be looking for your answers. Try to use the logic. Okay, where will we place those leaves? That is the question. Where will we place those leaf-like structure? Okay, half leaves. So it is a portion of an arc. Okay. So where will you place it? That is a question. If you find the apt position for that, Then the outside part will become a triangle. Then we join them inside. Okay, fine. Let's go. We'll look into it. Okay, let's go. Very good. I'm appreciating the way you find the logic. Very good. So others, the logic is in the chat. Logic is in the chat box. I had given the hint. Okay. Achud, others. Achud, come up with an answers. Manjit, Shivani, Utkarsh. What about you guys? Quick, we don't have much time. Okay, we are running out of time. Anyhow, I need to give you that thinking space. That is why I'm giving you. So over here, let me divide this figure. Okay, so I just divided this figure. Now, as like the previous question, I am taking this to here. I could take this to here. I could take this to here. And these things will be over here. So this portion is over, this portion is over, this portion is over. Now the entire, this is 16 units because 4 into 4, that square is 16 units. Okay, and how many triangles? It is an 8 triangled figure. Out of them, 4 are now shaded. Okay, 4 are covered. 4 are shaded. Okay, that means half of the figure is shaded. So half of the portion is shaded. What is the area of the entire figure? 16 units. Half portion shaded means 8 units are shaded, 8 units are unshaded. Achyut, Manjit, and Nesco given it right. Very good. And now we will be doing this question. Okay. You guys could do this question. A square has side of length 7. Okay. And 2 centimeter semicircle and 3 centimeter semicircle. Sorry, 3 centimeter is a quarter circle has been drawn over here. Just read the question first. Okay. First of all, you guys read the question. Understand the question. Square has a side of length 7. On each corner, a quarter circle with radius 3 is constructed with the corner as its center. And on the midpoint of each side, a semicircle with radius 2 is constructed. So semicircle is having radius 2. Okay, 1 second, guys. This is 3. Okay. Sorry for the inconvenience happens in between. So a semicircle with radius 2 is constructed with the midpoint as its center. What is the difference between the two shaded areas? So area of black minus area of gray, that is asked. Shivani, you can find a number over there. They will be getting the annotated PDFs. So in the live chat, you can find a number. So request on that number will get you that annotated copy. Okay. Only annotated portions will be getting. Not everything in this one. So just try to solve everyone. So area of black portion minus area of gray portion. So what will be the logic you are using? I can give you the area of the circle equation, pi r square, area of semicircle, pi r square by 2, area of that quadrant, pi r square by 4. All equations I had given. I think nothing more you want. All equations are with you. Okay. So I think this is my turn to solve the question. Okay. Shivani. So for annotated copies of this particular session, you can feel free to contact in the number provided in the chat. So on request, they will be providing the annotated copies. So a square has a side length of 7. So let me name these things. So this could be A, B, C. I'll use another color. C. Then B. Okay. So again, this is A, this is B. So if you check in this question, this is B, C, 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 A, B, 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 B. So the what if you look into what the question is exactly, or what we need to find difference between the two shaded region. That means we have 4A minus 4B. This is what we need to find. Okay, we want to sorry, my bad. 4A minus 4C. This is what we want to find. Okay, this is the only thing we want to find. So now come over to here. Area of that quarter circle we can find first. Area of that quarter circle. Area of quarter circle. How will you find area of that quarter circle? A plus 2B over A plus 2B is the area of quarter circle. This much portion, that is the quarter circle. A plus 2B. Let's look into a semicircle. Okay. Area of semicircle. That is equal to C plus 2B. Okay. What we want? We want 4A minus 4C. Okay. So you guys can multiply. Okay. So you can multiply with the 4 on both sides. Okay. You can multiply with the 4 like this. Into 4, into 4. So this is area of quarter circle having radius 3. And this is area of semicircle having radius 2. Okay. So finally, it becomes, if you multiply it with the 4, the first one become 4A plus 8B. The second one become 4C plus 8B. Okay. So we need to take the difference of that. So over here, 4 into area of quadrant having radius 3. Okay. Equals 4A plus 8B. So a 4 into area of quadrant. So 4 quadrants will be, that means 4 pieces like this become a circle. So you can go for directly using that circle equation for pi r square. So pi r square. So over here, this is 4 into, or it will be a 1 quadrant is pi r square by 4. Actually, I'm just converting this into a circle. Okay. So this will be pi r square by 4. So 4 and 4 will be definitely cancelling. So each quadrant is pi r square by 4. Actually, it is giving you a circle. So you can easily cancel that. 4 quadrants is mean a circle. It is directly getting pi r square. So it will be like pi into radius is 3. So 3 square, it will be 9 pi. Okay. So 9 pi is equal to 4A plus 8B. Similarly, if you coming over here, area of 4 into area of semicircle having radius 2 units. That means it is equal to 4C plus 2B. And it will be like 4 into pi r square by 2. You can cancel this 2 pi r square. That means equal to area of 2 circles is asked. 4C plus 2B. Okay. So coming over to here. Nestoids. Oh, it's slightly difficult, but logically you can, if you solve this, that means if you have a practice of solving this, you can, whenever you see this question next time, that means similar question next time, you can easily solve this. So 2 into pi into 2 square, that is 4. Okay, that is equal to 4c plus 2b. That is, when you observe here, it is pi into 2 square for 8. 8 pi equal to 4c plus, it is actually 8b. Okay, my bad. Again, 4c plus 8b. Two equations, equation 1, equation 2. Okay, what we want 4a minus 4c. We want 4a minus 4c. Let me reduce the size of these things, so I'll be getting more space to write. So while getting annotated copies, I think you guys need to have these things over there. So let me reduce the size. One second, let me reduce the size to find more space for me to write. Okay, let me take this to here. Now getting into the final steps. 1 minus 2. Equation 1 minus 2. It will be like 4a, sorry, left sides 9 pi minus 8 pi. Okay, right sides 4a plus 8b minus 4c plus 8b. 8b, 8b cancel. Pi is equal to 4a minus 4c. 8b, 8b plus minus cancelled. Okay, so answer is Achyut. Let me check. It is pi. Yeah, Achyut, good. Okay, so finally we reached the answer. So now you can look into the options. So every time in a question paper, there will be 4 to 5 questions to choose the first rank, second rank, and third. To find the toppers, there will be a set of questions, obviously there. Okay, if you crack that questions, think that you are going to be the topper of that exam. Okay, so certain questions will be like this, would be waiting for to find the topper of that exam. Okay, anyway, okay, let's move to the next question. So over here, next figure is here. I think my time for today's session will be over with this question. Okay, I think hardly 10 minutes I'm having. If possible, I will be doing one more question. You can check today's video completely. For nearly 75% of time, I was doing silly problems. Okay, easy questions. I was doing easy questions. Only in the last half hour, the difficult portion of today's session has been coming. Okay, so today's questions, the last portion was coming at the end only. Even in the real-time examination also, the questions of difficulties will be at the end, sometimes in between. But there will be some percentage. Today, I just spent 25% of my time on discussing difficult question, 75% on easy question. So question papers also like that. 75%, 90% easy questions. 10%, please give it to that tough nuts. Okay, let me have some water in between when you find the answer. Let's go. Okay. So a small circle is contained inside a quarter circle and tangent to one of its side. So I think we can solve it. Okay. So you guys can also try along with me. It is also somewhat similar to the question which we had done. Anyway, after this, I will be doing one more question for the sake of happiness. Okay, I want to do one more question. So I want all of you to be here for one more question to do. Okay, because next question, I'm expecting it to be easy. So what we want in this question, so a small circle is contained inside a quarter circle and tangent to one of its sides. A line segment is constructed to be tangent to the small circle and perpendicular to the other side of the quarter circle. If the line segment has length equal to 12, if the line segment that is provided here, okay, this curve is not part of that question. It is just for an indication. Okay, don't go for the equation of a curve. Okay, leave it. That's just for a representation. So 12. The line segment has a length 12. What is the area of the shaded blue? Oh, actually, this question, actually, I made this, we think made this like a colored one. Okay. Unfortunately, today I got a black and white copy. So area of shaded is enough. Okay. Actually, we have the color copy of this. Unfortunately, I have a black and white. Okay. Now we'll be looking into the answer. So over here, what is the area of shaded? So equal to the area of quarter circle minus the small circle. So we only need to find the area of the quarter circle. So that is, you can take this side. Let me draw one more line. Okay, better using another color. Too thick. Okay, fine. It is not touching. Deceived. Okay, so you guys can find a right angle triangle right in front of you. A right angle triangle. So assume side is A. It is A. Okay, this is A. So I'm thinking about the circle. Let me have a dotted line. Okay, this dotted line is having not that much relevant, but let me make it dotted. So this will be the diameter. This line will be diameter. So half of this will be the radius. I call this as B. So the radius is B for the larger circle. For over here, this is radius A for the quadrant. So this is the radius again. Okay, this is also the radius. This is also the radius. Because radius is always towards the circumference, you can find all are equidistant. Now I can call this distance from here to here 2b. Okay, so we have a right-angled triangle over here. We have a right-angled triangle over here. What was our demand in this question? Let's check. So our demand in this question, I had given the labels. So our demand in the question is pi. I hope you know that pi r square by 4 is the area of the quadrant. So pi a square by 4 minus. So we know that area of a circle is pi r square. So we have pi b square. That is the area of the circle. So this is what we want, area shaded. Okay, this is in the question. So this is the demand of the question and we need to solve for, we can take a pi common. So you can solve for a square by 4 minus b square is the demand because we know the value of pi. You can take it like 22 by 7. Okay, you can, anyway, that also don't want in this question. So simply knowing the equations, you can easily solve this. Okay, simply knowing the equations, you can solve this. So a lot of messages are there. I will be reading it later. So over here, Pythagoras theorem. Hope you remember Pythagoras. I think Pythagoras is following you from the 8th standard onwards. So everywhere, okay, everywhere Pythagoras and Pythagoras theorem is being used. If a triangle comes, if it is right angle triangle, behind of that Pythagoras theorem is coming. Keep it in mind. So over here, 2b the whole square, Pythagoras theorem applying, plus 12 square equal to a square. Base square plus height square equal to hypotenuse square. So it is 4b square plus 12 square is 144 and equal to a square. Let's make that 144 along there. Okay, numbers should be along. So a square minus 4b square equal to 144. Why don't we divide it? throughout with a 4. 144 by 4. I'm going to divide it throughout with 4. So throughout with 4, I'm going to divide. So it will become 144 by 4, 36. A square by 4, A square by 4. 4b square by 4, simply b square. Can you find that? We got it. Okay. So we got the value of a square by 4 minus b square. So keep these steps in mind. Okay, these are sorts of logics will be helping you to solve the question. So it will be like pi into, substitute for a square by 4 minus b square, 36. This is area of shaded. Okay. So 36 pi, and it is option B. Don't feel bad. You can have a look into this. Okay. Anyway, once again, the recording will be available at that time. Just look into it once again and try this question. Question number 8. Okay. Now you guys can try the question number 8 here. So I didn't find it is difficult. That is why I asked. Go ahead, guys. Okay. I'm waiting for your answers. Okay. Let's go. So in this way also you can expect questions. Many of the time the questions will be having difficulty of this, like of question number 8. In unfortunate events and things when going tough, or the times of toughness, at that time you can expect questions like 8, the previous question. Okay. In many of the times, the questions will be almost like this. Okay. Almost like this. So I want all of you to solve this question. I want all of you to solve this question. Go ahead, guys. Okay. Go ahead. So over here, I think the logic is already in the chat box. Let me look into the question. AB equal to 4. Fine, good. BC equal to 8. Great. Great to know that it is 8. AE construct arc AE centered at B. Fine. With E on one side, and BC, and construct arc CF centered at E with F along AD. Okay, fine. What is the area of AFCE in the shaded region? Okay, fine. Over here, AE centered at B with the E on one side, and BC. And the next arc is BC. Construct CF at E. So next time it is over here. Okay. So next time it is over here. So, I'll use another color. So now you guys are getting 2 squares, I think. Okay. Now I think you guys are getting 2 squares. So what is the area of AFCE? Okay. So if you bring this portion, if you transport this portion to here, you only need to find the area of this much portion, that is square. Okay. This square is enough. So over here, area of the square is 4 into 4. Simply 16. Option D, 16 is enough. Let's go good. Okay, half of that square. Sorry, half of that rectangle, it is a square here. So I think we will be coming up with my third session of Nata Sprint by the next week. So from here onwards, I'm just handing over to Akhil sir. Let me check whether he is here on. Okay. So next class, we will be discussing remaining portions of this particular chapter. Okay. Hope everyone enjoyed my session. So Akhil sir, I think you can take from here onwards.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, welcome.
All right. So hope you had a wonderful session by Chandu sir on non-verbal reasoning. So today we'll be discussing again some of the important questions regarding the important current affairs which has happened in the recent times. Okay. All right. I think we have in the last class and all we have this is actually the part 3 of Nata Sprint. So last class and all we have discussed a lot of topics related to current affairs. So this will be a purely question session. From this topic itself, sometimes different types of questions can be asked. Mostly we have taken different areas. For example, areas like art we have taken like sports, we have taken science and technology we have taken. So different areas are there. So this will give you an idea like how the questions will be coming for your exams. Okay. All right. So without much delay, I think we can start the session. So I'll just give you some time to answer the questions. Okay. So maybe you can take that little period you can take to answer the questions. Okay. Well, after that, I'll be answering it and I'll be explaining what is regarding the details regarding the question. Okay. All right. So we can start. All right. First one, Raja Ravivarma. Raja Ravivarma recently seen in the news was associated with which field? Raja Ravivarma recently seen in the news was associated with which field? Okay. Option A sports, option B medicine, option C music, option D painting and art. Okay. We can just post in the chat box like what is the correct answer. Even if it goes wrong, also no issue. You can post it. We'll discuss. Anyway, we'll discuss. Okay. All right. All right. So the correct answer is D. D is the correct answer. Painting at all. I'll just briefly explain what is the context of this question also. Okay. If for every question I'll explain the context also because mostly it will be recently seen in the news only. Okay. So 29th April. 29th April was Raja Ravivarma's birth anniversary. Okay. He was born in 1848. Okay. So with regard to this particular event, this was the 176th birth anniversary of Raja Ravivarma. So Ravivarma had a painting, very famous painting known as Indulekha. Indulekha. Okay, Indulekha. So this Indulekha painting, it was revealed at the palace where Raja Ravivarma was residing. That was Kelimanur Palace in Kerala. Okay, so regarding this particular news, it was many celebration was there based on 176th birth anniversary of Raja Ravivarma. Okay, all right. So regarding Ravivarma is said to be the father of the modern school of painting. Father of the modern school of painting. Why? Because Ravivarma was mostly focusing on realistic paintings, very much realistic painting. Till then, we're not having that kind of a realistic concept was not there. He actually, even though he was painting the gods, he was painting the local people, local princesses and all. The style which he has used is European. Okay, European. So basically, Ravivarma is using European techniques with Indian themes. European techniques with Indian themes. That was Raja Ravivarma, and he was from Kerala. Okay. All right. Next one. Next one. According to IQ Air, which city has recently been ranked as the most polluted city globally? Which city was recently ranked as the most polluted city globally? Okay. A. Kathmandu, B. New Delhi, C. Pokhara, D. Hyderabad. Okay. Have answers next. So saying D. Okay. For the earlier question. Okay, fine. Kathmandu, New Delhi, Pokhara, Hyderabad. Okay. All right. So the correct answer is A. Kathmandu. A. Kathmandu is the correct answer. Okay. According to IQ Air, IQ Air is actually releasing something called the World Air Quality report. Okay, World Air Quality Report. So this is actually a Swiss technology company, and that they'll be monitoring the pollution level of. As of now, they have 101 cities in real time. Okay, so they only released this report on yesterday, May 2nd. Okay, so in this, Kathmandu was the most. Kathmandu was ranked as the most polluted city globally. Okay, and recently, I don't know whether you have seen that. Recently, the Ministry of Health in Nepal, they advised the people to wear mask, since in the Kathmandu Valley, the pollution was in alarming levels. Okay, they've also ranked Indian cities also. According to this report, India is the third most polluted country, most polluted country, and New Delhi is also one of the. New Delhi is the most polluted city in India. Okay, all right. So that is according to IQA's annual report. Okay, all right. Next one. Next one. SMART. SMART is it's an acronym for Supersonic Missile Assisted Release of Torpedo. Supersonic Missile Assisted Release of Torpedo. It's actually a system which is deployed by the defense forces. Okay, so that was in the news. It was recently developed. Okay, so which organization developed this particular technology? That's a question. Option A, DRDO. Option B, ISRO. Option C, Ministry of Earth Sciences. Option D, CSIR. Okay. You can post in the chat box. If you know the abbreviation of, I mean, expansion of this abbreviations, you'll be able to answer this. Ministry of Earth Sciences, you know, CSIR means Council for Scientific and Industrial Research, that is CSIR. ISRO means Indian Space Research Organization, and DRDO is Defense Research and Development Organization. Okay, all right. So this is something missile only, right? Missile, torpedo, everything is actually associated with defense forces only. Okay, defense forces only. So this is developed. This was developed by DRDO, Defense Research and Development Organization, and recently May 1st, they conducted a successful test on this supersonic missile assisted release of torpedo. Okay, and that was in the Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Island. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Island. So this is the place where earlier it was known as Wheeler Island. So this is actually Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Island. It's in the Odisha coast. Okay, this is where the Ministry of Defense is actually conducting or DRDO is conducting the test. Okay, basically this is a missile-based mechanism to launch lightweight torpedoes. Lightweight torpedo, you know, right? Torpedo is actually that missile kind of thing which will be launching from the submarines. Okay, so this is a mechanism to launch lightweight torpedoes, and that can target submarines even hundreds of kilometers away itself. Okay, so basically technical term is far beyond the conventional range, far beyond the conventional range. Okay, so lightweight torpedoes, and it can aim for submarines which are even hundreds of kilometers away. Okay, so that is this smart mission. Okay, smart system developed by DRDO. Okay, all right. Next one. Next one. Ajrak textile craft recently seen in the news is mainly associated with which state? Ajrak textile craft recently seen in the news is mainly associated with which state? Okay. Option A, Rajasthan. Option B, Madhya Pradesh. Option C, Gujarat. Option D, Kerala. Okay. Can post in the chat box. All right. So the correct answer is option C, Gujarat. Option C, Gujarat. Okay. So whenever we are saying something related to Gujarat and all, Rajasthan can also be also come to the scene. Why? Because we cannot put this kind of artworks and all. We cannot clearly define the border. So some people say Ajrak is also found in Rajasthan, but here it is Gujarat only. Why it's in Gujarat? But recently, it was awarded the geographical indication tag. Okay, geographical indication or GA tag. GA tag. GA tag is something which is given by the Controller General of Patents, Designs and Trademarks. Okay, so this is actually given to something which is very unique about one state or maybe that particular region. Okay, particular region. For example, if it's in a border of Rajasthan and Gujarat, then it will be that particular region only. In case of Gujarat, in case of this Ajrak, it's also found in Rajasthan also, but still mainly it is in the Kutch district of Gujarat. Kutch district of Gujarat. You can see this Ajrak. So it's sometimes called as Kutch Ajrak. Sometimes known as Kutch Ajrak. So that's why GE tag was given to Gujarat for its Kutch Ajrak. Okay. So what is Ajrak? Ajrak, it's actually it will be involving that hand block printing. Hand block printing on a cotton cloth. Blocks, right? This kind of blocks will be there. So here you can hold, and below there'll be designs will be there. So cotton cloth will be there, and you can press it. You can press it in the die first, and after that you can press it in the cloth. So this die, what is the design in this particular block, that will be imprinted on the cotton cloth. Okay, so that is Ajrak. That is a block printing technique, and Ajrak is a very important block printing. Okay, mostly Ajrak was using blue color. Mostly Ajrak was using blue color. Why? Because even the word meaning of Ajrak itself is indigo. Word meaning of Ajrak itself is indigo. Okay, so that's why it was blue. Okay, but nowadays, if you check Myntra, Amazon, and all, you can see this other Ajrak designs, other Ajrak colors also. You can see. Okay, all right. So that is Kutch Ajrak from Kutch region. Okay. So Gujarat is the correct answer. Next one. Next one. What is the theme of International Labor Day? What is the theme of International Labor Day 2024? Okay. All right. So recently, you all might have got, if you are studying, or maybe if you are doing coaching and all, offline coaching and all, you might have got off day for this May 1st. Okay. May 1st is a International Labor Day. May 1st, International Labor Day. So every year they'll be having a theme. They'll be having a theme for this particular Labor Day. Okay. So question is, what is the theme of International Labor Day this year, 2024? Okay. All right. So option A, ensuring safety and health at work in a changing climate. Option B, all labor that uplifts humanity has dignity and importance. Option C, universal social protection to end child labor. Option D, resilient recovery. Okay. So what is the theme of International Labor Day 2024? Okay. All right. So the correct answer is ensuring safety and health at work in a changing climate. Ensuring health, safety and health at change in a work in a changing climate. Okay. So that is 2024's theme. Okay. So basically, this concept was originated in 1886 Chicago labor strike. It was a labor strike in U.S. Chicago. Okay, U.S. Chicago. So there, 1886, they were actually demanding a 8-hour work day. 8-hour work day. Again, based on that, many other incidents happened in different parts of the world. So, to commemorate that particular event, only every year we are actually celebrating the International Labor Day. Okay, so 2024 theme, ensuring safety and health and at work in a changing climate. Okay. All right, next one. All right. So before moving on to the next topic, let me remind you regarding our Nata crash batch, which is going to be held in 8th of May. Okay, 8th of May we'll be starting our new Nata crash batch. Already we are having ongoing batches are there. So this is actually a new batch we are going to start. Okay, it will be a classroom batch, offline classroom batch. So if you are interested, you can call those numbers 8086 111 055 or 8129 111 226. Okay. All right. All right, next one. Next one. Recently, which city is constructing the world's largest airport? Al Maktoum International Airport. Okay, which city is constructing the world's largest airport? Al Maktoum International Airport. From the name itself, maybe you will be able to even a random guess is also possible. Okay, option A, Bombay. Option B, Dubai. Option C, London. Option D, New York. Okay, so which is going to be the world's largest airport? Al Maktoum International Airport. Okay, all right. So correct answer is Dubai. Dubai. Okay, so Dubai is developing the world's largest airport, Al Maktoum International Airport. Okay, it's actually under the leadership of Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum. Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum. He is actually the Amir of Dubai. Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum from the Al Maktoum family. So it's said to have a capacity of around 260 million. 260 million passengers annually and around 400 plus terminal gates. 400 plus terminal rates and even 5 parallel runways. Okay, so that's actually a very compared to other important airports and all, it's actually a very huge number. Okay, so basically, like Dubai is a place which is mostly living based on the tourism sector. Okay, so for that, this airport is now also even the Dubai airport is a kind of a very amazing airport. So with the construction of this particular airport, it will be the world's largest airport. It's in the basically in Dubai, southern part of the Dubai. Okay, now the world's largest airport is King Fahd International Airport. King Fahd International Airport. It's in Dammam. Dammam is in Saudi Arabia. Okay, Dammam in Saudi Arabia. That's a as of now it is a largest world's largest airport. Okay, all right. Next one. Next one. Project Nilgiri Tar. Project Nilgiri Tar. Recently seen in the news. It's actually an initiative launched by which state government? Project Nilgiri Tar. Okay. So options: A. Tamil Nadu, B. Maharashtra, C. Karnataka, D. Odisha. Okay. Project Nilgiri Tar. Recently seen the news. It's an initiative launched by which state government? Okay. So regarding Nilgiri Tar, it's actually mountain goats. It's an endangered species of endemic mountain goats, endemic to the Western Ghats. It's seen only in this, even though in other countries also we can see this mountain goats and all. This particular Nilgiri Tar is found only in this Western Ghats. Western Ghats, right? This is India means this area. Okay, this area is known as Western Ghats. Okay, so mainly this is found in Kerala in the Munnar Idavakulam National Park and also in the Tamil Nadu Nilgiri region. Okay, so that's why it's known as Nilgiri Tar. Okay, so this is actually a project by Tamil Nadu. Okay, state government of Tamil Nadu set to already started. It will be spanning around till 2021 to ensure that safeguarding the species and ensuring its survival. Okay, all right. Many local names are also there. One is Varayad. Varayad. That's one local name which is used for this mountain goat because this is a mountain goat means it will be climbing steep cliffs. Even this kind of almost 90-degree steep climbs also it can easily climb. Okay, so it also has a nickname called mountain monarch. Mountain monarch. Okay, that's regarding Project Nilgiri Tar. Next one. Next one, Ruang volcano. Ruang volcano recently seen the news due to eruption. Is located in which country? We have already discussed details regarding this in the last slide. So maybe you can go and check that live also. You want the detailed analysis. This is actually question session. We won't be explaining in very much detail. Okay. All right. So recently, Ruang volcano, which was in the news due to eruption, is in which country? Okay, it's an answer is Indonesia. Answer is Indonesia. So many people were evacuated. Potential tsunami threats were there. Like that, due to that, it was in the news. Okay, no casualties were there, but still many other difficulties were there. Okay, all right. So that's Indonesia. Next one. What has Sierra Madre seen recently in the news? Option A, submarine. Option B, landing ship. Option C, Earth observation satellite. Option D, exoplanet. Okay, Sierra Madre. It was in the news recently. Okay. All right. So the correct answer is it's a landing ship. It's a landing ship. Okay. So why it was in the news? Because China recently demands the removal of this particular ship, Sierra Madre. Okay. It's actually with Philippines now. It's actually a landing ship which is from the World War II itself. Okay. Commissioned in 1944. And even after that also it was served in the Vietnam War and all. So after that, in 1976 only, it is getting transferred to Philippines. So it is now stationed in the second Thomas Shoal. That's actually in the Spratly Islands, which is a area which is disputed by China. Area disputed by China. So that's why China is actually demanding the removal of this particular ship from that area. Okay. All right. So regarding what is a landing ship is actually, we have different types of ships are there. Aircraft carriers are there. So landing ship is ships designed for transporting the troops and heavy equipments. Heavy equipments in the like tanks, right? Tanks. So there are, for example, if there are 1,000 people are there, 1,000 people are there, maybe or maybe 10 or 20 tanks are there. Tank, right? Tank. So they want to transfer all these troops as well as tanks from one area, one or maybe from one country to directly to another country or another coastline. They can they can carry everything in this particular landing ship and directly depot it in the beach itself. Okay, so that is the advantage of this landing ship. No other mechanism is needed. This in this ship itself they can transfer. Okay, so that is landing ship. Next one. Alagar Temple. Alagar Temple recently seen in the news is located in which state? Alagar Temple recently seen in the news is located in which state? Okay, option A Gujarat, option B Rajasthan, option C Telangana, option D Tamil Nadu. Okay, Alagar Temple. Okay, Alagar Temple. Here one festival actually happened. It's called the Chittirai Festival. Chittirai Festival. It's in near a river called Vaigai River. Vaigai River. Okay, Alagar Hills and Vaigai River. That's a geographical area. So basically, this is in Madurai, on the outskirts of Madurai. So Madurai is in Tamil Nadu. Okay, so the correct answer is Tamil Nadu. Okay, Alagar Kallala. It's known as Kallalagar Koil. Kallalagar Koil means it's a incarnation. It's a manifestation of Lord Vishnu. Lord Vishnu, and significance is this is one of the 108 abodes. 108 abodes of Lord Vishnu. 108 abodes all over India. Okay, this is one among them. And even in the regarding the architecture of this particular temple, it's constructed in the Dravidian style of architecture. Dravidian plus Nayaga style of architecture. Dravidian influenced by Dravidian as well as Nayaga styles of architecture. Okay, like temples, mandapam, pillars, everything is having this Dravidian and Nayaga style of architecture. Okay, another temple which is having features of this is one is Madurai Meenakshi temple. Okay, Madurai Meenakshi temple. Even this temple is also mentioned in many of the Tamil epics like Silappadigaram. Even the Alvar hymns also it is there. Okay, so that is Kallalagar Ayagar temple. Next one. Next one, Hinglech Mata Temple. Hinglech Mata Temple recently seen the news is located in which country? Hinglech Mata Temple. Okay. Option A, Nepal. Option B, Bangladesh. Option C, Myanmar. Option D, Pakistan. Okay. So the correct answer is option D, Pakistan. Option D, Pakistan. So recently one annual festival happened in this temple. Annual festival in this temple. So pilgrims from around, even from Pakistan, Hindus in Pakistan, and even the border areas, they also went to this temple for the annual festival. Okay, it's actually in a hilly area, so we have to climb. It's a trekking is there, steep mud, volcanic mountains are also there. So you have to go to that trek. After that, you will be reaching this temple, and this is one of the oldest temples in Indian subcontinent, and the river which is flowing in this area is Hingol River. Hingol River, okay, in Pakistan. All right, so it's a very beautiful area also. The location is also very beautiful. Okay, all right, next one. Again, let me remind you regarding our Nata crash batch. We'll be starting our Nata crash batch on 8th of May. Okay, 8th of May. It will be a classroom based batch. So you can approach this number 8086 111 or 8129 226. You can message or call this number to know more details regarding this. Okay, all right. Next one. What has K2-18b recently seen in the news? K2-18b recently seen in the news. Option A, exoplanet. Option B, black hole. Option C, asteroid. Option D, submarine. Okay. Option A, exoplanet. Option B, black hole. Option C, asteroid. Option D, submarine. Okay. All the A to C, they are dealing with something in the space only. D is a submarine. Okay. So the correct answer is exoplanet. Exoplanet. Okay. So what is the significance of this K2 18b? K2 18b is an exoplanet. Exoplanet means what? Exoplanet means it's a planet which is beyond our solar system. The planets which are surrounding the, revolving around the sun is known as sun is the planets in the solar system. If it's orbiting another star, then it is known as an exoplanet. Okay, so what was the news regarding this? Recently, NASA is having a very powerful telescope known as the James Webb Telescope. James Webb Telescope. Okay, so this telescope has actually found something called in this planet. In this planet, there is a compound known as DMS. DMS or dimethyl sulfide. Dimethyl sulfide gas. Okay, so this dimethyl sulfide. What is the significance of this dimethyl sulfide? Is this is only produced by in Earth. This is only produced by living beings on Earth. Primarily, this phytoplanktons and marine people. Okay, marine phytoplanktons. Marine means there'll be water will be there. Right? So water animals will be there and they will be producing this DMS or dimethyl sulfide. Okay, so this James Webb telescope found that in this particular manner, K2 18b, there is actually almost 50% likelihood of this dimethyl sulfide is there. Okay, so significance is by you can imagine what is the significance. Okay, so there is a possibility of life in this particular, especially marine life. Marine life means obviously water will be there. So that is there in this K218b. Okay, this plant is believed to be covered by ocean itself, and it's almost 2.6 times larger than the Earth itself. Okay, all right, and it's orbiting a star known as M-type star. M-type star. M stars are smaller stars and cooler compared to Sun. Okay. All right. So that is the news. That was the news. Next one. Next one. Recently, which organization has been granted Navaratna status by Department of Public Enterprises? Which organization has been granted Navaratna status by Department of Public Enterprises? Okay. All right. So option A, Bell. Option B, HAL. Option C, HAL. Option C, HMTL. Option D, IRE, DA. Okay. So the correct answer is option D, IRE, DA. IRE, DA. So we have some category. We have the companies which are under Government of India. We call it as public sector undertakings. Okay. So public sector undertakings we can actually divide into many categories. One is Maharatna Company. Maharatna Company. Another one is Navaratna Company. Navaratna Company. Another one is Mini Ratna Company. Mini Ratna Company. Okay. So in this Maharatna companies will be highly profit-making companies. Highly profit-making companies. Navaratna will be little lesser profit-making companies. Mini Ratna will be again little lesser profit-making companies. Okay. So this government they occasionally review this companies which are there in this, and they sometimes depromote it and sometimes promote these companies to Maharatna or Mini Ratna or Navaratna. Okay. All right. So for a company to be in Navaratna, it has to be in Mini Ratna for some time. After that, it will be promoted to this Navaratna company. Okay. And also this Navaratna companies can invest up to 1,000 crore. Invest up to 1,000 crore without any explicit government approval itself. Okay. So that is Navaratna company. We have 14 Navaratna companies are there. 13 Maharatna companies are also there. So now IREDA is being upgraded to this Navaratna company. IREDA stands for Indian Renewable Energy Development Agency Limited. Indian Renewable Energy Development Agency Limited. Okay, IREDA, Indian Renewable Energy Development Agency Limited. Okay. All right. So that is regarding this Navaratna company IREDA. Okay. All right. Next one. Next one. Recently, which was a sixth edition of International Conference on where was a sixth edition of International Conference on Disaster Resilient Infrastructure Health? Okay. Option A, New Delhi. Option B, Chennai. Option C, Hyderabad. Option D, Bengaluru. Okay. Conference on disaster resilient infrastructure. Disaster resilient infrastructure. Okay. So it was held in New Delhi. Option is New Delhi. The chairperson, the person who chaired was a Prime Minister. So Prime Minister Narendra Modi only chaired this. Okay, so obviously, like the name suggests, it is actually to highlight the importance of investing in resilient infrastructure for a better future. Okay, all right. So what is a resilient infrastructure? Resilient infrastructure means it's actually some proper adequate engineering design that is built to withstand natural disasters. That's built to withstand natural disaster. Whatever be the kind of disaster, whether it be an earthquake, whether it be storms, whether it be cyclones, whether it be like whatever disaster it be, the infrastructure should be resilient to the that engineering or architecture should be such a way that it is not that disaster is not affecting it very much. Okay, so that is this disaster resilient infrastructure, and the conference was held at New Delhi. Okay. All right. Next one. Recently, which country won the gold medal in archery World Cup? Which country won the gold medal in archery World Cup in men's recurve event? Okay, men's recurve means basically the traditional form of archery is known as recurve event. Okay, so which country won the gold medal? Okay, option A, India. Option B, South Korea. Option C, Malaysia. Option D, Indonesia. Okay, all right. So the correct answer is India only. India only won the gold medal in archery World Cup in men's recurve event. Basically, this is a historic gold medal. Historic gold medal because this is the first time in 14 years we are actually getting a gold medal. Okay, so it's kind of a 14-year gold drought period. So the trial who are behind this. One is Dheeraj Bommadevara, Tarundeep Rai, Praveen Jadhav. Okay, Dheeraj Bommadevara, Tarundeep Rai, and Praveen Jadhav. So they were the people who represented India in this men's recurve event, and they won the gold. And the runners-up were South Korea. South Korea. Okay, and they India beat South Korea in 5-1, and this was also the India's highest ever medal tally in archery World Cup. We got 8 medals, 5 golds, 2 silver, and 1 bronze. Okay. All right. Next one. Next one. What is fentanyl? What is fentanyl? Recently mentioned in news. Fentanyl. Option A, invasive plant. Option B, synthetic opioid drug. Option C, submarine. Option D, aircraft carrier. Okay, so the correct answer is synthetic opioid drug. Synthetic opioid drug. Okay, recently in US, they were actually having discussion with the US Secretary of State when he visited China. At that time, they discussed this. Their discussions highlighted this production concerning the production and export of the synthetic opioid drug, especially fentanyl. Okay, so what is this opioid? Opioid means opioids are a class of drugs that is deriving from, or maybe that can mimicking the natural opium poppy. You know, right? That opium poppy. That's giving some sort of that the hangover kick will be given by this opium poppy. So this is actually synthetic drug which is giving the same. Okay. So you know, right? What is the problem? It will be a very highly addictive one. Highly addictive one. Slowly we'll be losing our consciousness. Will be lost. We'll be having it will be developed to some breathing difficulties will be there. Lung problems will be there, and slowly even this mental condition worsens. What will happen is crime rate can also, it's like that many, it can be both a health hazard as well as a social issue. Okay, so that is regarding this opioid drugs, and fentanyl is an opioid drug. Next one. Next one, Sherga Wildlife Sanctuary, recently seen in the news, is located in which state? Sherga Wildlife Sanctuary is located in which state? Option A, Gujarat. Option B, Maharashtra. Option C, Rajasthan. Option D, Kerala. Okay. So the correct answer is Rajasthan. Rajasthan is the correct answer. So why it was in the news? Because recently the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, Minister of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, recently issued draft notification defining ESZ. ESZ means eco-sensitive zone, ecological sensitive zone in this particular wildlife sanctuary. Okay, ecological sensitive zone means it is aimed to mitigate human wildlife conflict and to conserve the wildlife and the flora and fauna of that region. Okay, so when ecological sensitive zone is declared means there won't be any construction activities won't be there. Even the over tourism is not allowed. Like that, many restrictions will be there in this area. Okay, so regarding this Sherga Wildlife Sanctuary in Rajasthan, it's actually home for many endangered species like leopard, Indian wolf, vulture, like that. Many things are there. Okay. Okay, so that is Sherga Wildlife Sanctuary. It's located in Rajasthan. Next one. Next one. Recently, which port has been approved as India's first transshipment port by Shipping Ministry? So India's first transshipment port. Okay. So option A, Jawaharlal Nehru Port. Option B, Mumbai Port. Option C, Vizhinjam Port. Option D, Kandla Port. Okay. India's first transshipment port got approval. So correct answer is option C, Vizhinjam Port. Vizhinjam Port. Vizhinjam is in Kerala. Kerala, the capital of Kerala, Thiruvananthapuram. Okay, Thiruvananthapuram, Vizhinjam Port. So it will be India's first transshipment port, and it's also the country's first full-fledged deep water transshipment port. Deep water. That Vizhinjam area is like the depth is more. Okay, depth is more. So what does this transshipment is? Transshipment means this goods will be shipment of goods will be there, right? So in this, for example, this is the origin area. Usually it will be going like from here to here itself, from origin to destination. Here in between this one transshipment will be there, and from here only it will be going to destination. So basically in here you can maybe you can unload it. Maybe if you want any changes, all those things can be done in this transshipment area. Okay, so that is the usually in worldwide it is being done, but in India we don't have a transshipment port, and this Vizhinjam port is being developed by Adani Group. Adani Group. Okay. All right. Next one. Next one. What is nephrotic syndrome recently mentioned in news? What is nephrotic syndrome recently mentioned in news? Option A, skin disorder. Option B, kidney disorder causing excessive protein in urine. Option C, respiratory condition. Option D, neurological disorder. Okay. Right. It was in the news recently. Recently, the use of fairness creams. A set of Kerala researchers they found that the use of fairness creams has been linked to this nephrotic disorder. Nephrotic is something to deal with the kidney area. Okay, kidney area. So nephrotic syndrome is a kidney disorder causing excessive protein in urine. Okay, it's known as glomerular inflation. Glomerular inflation. So what is the problem is this healthy kidneys will be filtering the waste, but this inflamed kidneys, inflamed this glomeruli that will be leaked to the urine itself. Okay, so basically it's actually damaging the filtering function of the kidney. Okay, so it is the Kerala researchers found that the use of fairness creams that is causing this nephrotic kidney syndrome. All right, next one. Again, let me remind you regarding your online batch. Okay, so we have 8th May, we have an online batches also there. So that's also a crash batch. So if you are not able to attend the class offline, go to the class centers and all. Maybe you can attend online. Still, you'll be getting the same content you'll be getting online also. Okay, so again, that's also starting on 8th May. Okay, so again, if you want to, if you're interested to join this, you can contact this number 8086 111 055 or 8229 111 226. Okay, all right, so that is regarding your crash batch. Next one. Next one, Kalesar Wildlife Sanctuary. Kalesar Wildlife Sanctuary, recently seen in the news, is located in which state? Kalesar Wildlife Sanctuary, recently seen in the news, is located in which state? Option A, Uttar Pradesh. Option B, Haryana. Option C, Bihar. Option D, Jharkhand. Okay. So it was in the news regarding recently the Supreme Court ordered the construction of a proposed dam in this area. Okay. So this is in Yamuna Nagar district in Haryana. Yamuna Nagar district in Haryana. Okay, Haryana is famous for its Shivalik Himalayas. Shivalik Himalayas is the lower foothills of Himalayas. Okay, it's in the so in one area we'll be having the Shivalik region, and to the east we have Yamuna River. Okay, so what is the significance of this Kalesar Wildlife Sanctuaries? It's also having a rich flora and fauna. There are many trees which are found in this Himalayan region. You can see like Sal, Khair, Shisham. These are kind of very rare trees you'll be seeing in the Himalayan region. All those things you can see, and also what we have already said before, like leopards, deer, hyenas, various bird species that can also be seen in this thing. Okay. All right. So that is Kalesar Wildlife Sanctuary. Next one. So that's in Haryana. Next one. Next one. Recently, which Indian has been selected for Goldman Environmental Prize 2024? Which Indian has been selected for Goldman Environmental Prize 2024? It's a very prestigious award. It's even known as a Green Nobel Prize. Green Nobel Prize. You know, right? Nobel Prize. What is Nobel Prize? Nobel Prize is the highest award any person can get in many significant fields like medicine, chemistry, literature. So in all these areas, you can see that Nobel Prize is the highest highest award can get for a person. Okay, so this is known as Green Nobel Prize. Why? Because in this environmental conservation, this is said to be the highest award. Okay, so that's why it is known as Green Nobel Prize. Who received this award? Which Indian received this award in 2024? Rajendra Singh, Tulsi Gowda, Alok Shukla, Ramesh Agrawal. Okay, so the correct answer is C, Alok Shukla. Okay, Alok Shukla. He's a environmental activist from Chhattisgarh. Environmental activist from Chhattisgarh. So he was actually involved in the work of preserving Hasdiyo Anand forest. Hasdiyo Anand forest. Hasdiyo Anand forest. That's very vital for this entire Chhattisgarh ecosystem. Means it's a forested area. Chhattisgarh is a forested area, and also Chhattisgarh is having Chhattisgarh is also mineral rich area also. So many coal mining, even mineral mining regions are also there in Chhattisgarh. Okay, so that is actually causing a lot of damage to this Chhattisgarh forest ecosystem. So what this person has done, Alok Shukla has done is he's actually having an organization called Hasdiyo Aranya Bachao Sankar Samriddhi. Hasdiyo Aranya Bachao Sankar Samriddhi. Okay, so with this organization, he pressurized this government and even cancelled many coal mine auctions itself in this area with the local support. Okay, so for all these activities only, this Goldman Environment Prize has been conferred on him. Okay. All right, next one. Next one. What is INS Vikrant recently seen in news? INS Vikrant recently seen in news. Option A, submarine. Option B, aircraft carrier. Option C, tankers. Option D, frigates. Okay. All right. So the correct answer is option B, aircraft carrier. Option B, aircraft carrier. Okay. So recently, Indian Navy recently showcased a twin carrier operation. Twin carrier is actually intended to operate in the main fleet itself. Okay, so basically to showcase what is actually the capacity of this aircraft carrier. Okay, so that was a purpose. So we have two carriers. The one is INS Vikrant, and another one is INS Vikramaditya. INS Vikramaditya. Okay, so that's another aircraft carrier. So this INS Vikrant, it was pursued. We got it from UK. It was purchased from UK, and it was very much active in the 1960s. And we also have another carriers also there, that is INS Virat. INS Virat. Again, that was also procured from UK only. That was known as HMS Hermes. HMS Hermes. Vikramaditya, we got it from Russia. We got it from Russia in 2013. So basically, this is the third carrier. Vikramaditya's third carrier. INS Vikrant and Virat are the first carriers. We got it from UK. Okay. All right. This is Vikramaditya's last edition. We got it only in 2013. All right. Next one. Next one, which country's parliament recently passed a law criminalizing same-sex relationship? Okay, option A, Iran, option B, Iraq, option C, Vietnam, option D, Egypt. Okay, so right, all across the world, countries are passing laws which is decriminalizing same-sex relationship, decriminalizing for homosexual relationship. But one country, it has criminalized the same-sex relationship, and that country is Iraq. Countries are a little more conservative country, Muslim conservative country. So recently, Iraq's parliament passed a law criminalizing this, and the violation can even cause 15 years of imprisonment. 15 years of imprisonment, and even promoting this homosexuality itself can get you around 7 years in the jail. Okay, and anything, even dressing can also dressing, like for example, if you are a male and you're dressing like a female, then that itself can result in maybe 1 to 3 years of imprisonment. Okay, that is regarding this new law passed by Iraq. Okay. I hope you are enjoying the session. So if you like the session, so make sure that you're subscribing to our channel, and also just give a thumbs up to this video also. We'll be having more such sessions like this in our YouTube channel. And again, notifications regarding your examinations will be there, and many things regarding related information regarding, we'll try to get maximum information regarding the your examinations through our YouTube channel and our Instagram channel. So we can see the Instagram and other social media platforms. You can see in the chat box of this video itself. Okay. All right. Next question. What is Antares recently seen in news? What is Antares recently seen in news? Option A, submarine. Option B, AI tool. Option C, red giant star. Option D, invasive plant. Okay. What is Antares which is recently seen in the news? So the correct answer is option C, red giant. So red supergiant star. Okay, red supergiant star. So recently, Indian Institute of Astrophysics, that's a Bangalore-based institute, Indian Institute of Astrophysics, Indian Institute of Astrophysics. So they recorded a moon passing in front of this Antares massive supergiant star. Okay, this is actually in Scorpius constellation. Constellation, group of stars are known as Scorpius constellation. Okay, so Antares is actually one of the star kind of thing. That is red supergiant is kind of a it's actually something like our sun. Okay, but difference is there. Supergiant stars. What is the difference between normal stars and supergiant stars? Like supergiants are larger stars. Larger stars means obviously it will be brighter also, but the density will be low. The temperature will also be low. It's kind of almost approach the end of its lifetime. End of its lifetime. So the end of even the sun will also become a supergiant in the future. Okay, all right. It's almost 700 times more diameter having the sun, that much larger, and it's around 600 light years away also. Okay, so that is Antares, and the constellation is Scorpius. It's in the Scorpius constellation. Okay, constellation means group of stars. Next one. Which day is celebrated as World Tuna Day every year? World Tuna. Tuna, you know, right? Tuna is a fish. Okay, tuna is a fish. So it was yesterday, 2nd May. 2nd May you celebrate as World Tuna Day. Okay, World Tuna Day. Why such a day is because tuna is, it's said that global tuna stocks are under depletion. So it want to highlight this message, and even the preservation of this tuna, and like overfishing is also happening in many areas. So that also is actually reducing the count of this tuna fish. Okay, so May 2nd is celebrated as World Tuna Day. Right. Next one. Next one. Recently, who has been awarded the title of Grandmaster by FIDE, the International Chess Federation? Who was awarded the title of Grandmaster by FIDE, the International Chess Federation? Option A, Vaishali Ramesh Babu. Option B, Surya Shekhar Ganguly. Option C, Savita Sribhaskar. Option D, Tanya Saxde. All are women only. All right. So the correct answer is Vaishali Ramesh Babu. Vaishali Ramesh Babu. Okay. All right. So Vaishali is the India's third female grandmaster. India's third female grandmaster. Okay. Only after Humpy Devi and Dronavali. Okay. Humpy and Dronavali. And one interesting thing is Vaishali Ramesh Babu is actually the sister of the young chess legend Pragyananda. Okay, Pragyananda. It is our Pragyananda, is Ramesh Babu Pragyananda. So this is Vaishali Ramesh Babu. Okay, so both chess genius in the same family itself. Okay, so that is recent Grandmaster entitlement to Vaishali Ramesh Babu. Next one. Bhimtal Lake. Bhimtal Lake recently seen in the news due to forest fires located in which state? Bhimtal Lake recently seen the news due to forest fires located in which state? Option A, Gujarat. Option B, Kerala. Option C, Uttarakhand. Option D, Punjab. Option A, Gujarat. Option B, Kerala. Option C, Uttarakhand. Option D, Punjab. Okay. All right. So the correct answer is Uttarakhand. Okay, correct answer is Uttarakhand. So Uttarakhand, there was a very huge forest fire was there near this Bhimtal Lake. So why Bhimtal Lake was in the news is Indian Air Force. Indian Air Force and Indian Army was obviously involved in this operation. So Indian Air Force, they had Mi-17 choppers. This Mi-17 choppers, they lifted the water, collected the water. These choppers collected the water from Bhimtal Lake, and it was thrown to this forest fire region. So that was in the news. Okay. So regarding Bhimtal Lake, it is the largest lake in Uttarakhand. Uttarakhand in the Nainital district. The Nainital district of Uttarakhand, largest lake in the Nainital district of Uttarakhand. Okay. All right. Even the region, it's known as the Kumaon region. This Kumaon region is known as the Lake District because many lakes are there. Why Bhimtal? Because Bhim named after the Bhim, Mahabharata, Bhima. Okay. All right. Next one. Next one. Again, before moving on to next one, again, let me remind you regarding our Nata crash batch. We are going to start online. 8th May, we'll be starting our online Nata crash batches. You'll be getting all the same like classroom batch. You'll be getting all the classes, which will help you to crack this Nata exam. Okay, so that will be starting in 8th May. You can call this number 8086111055 or 8129111226. Okay. All right. Next one. What is the theme of World Press Freedom Day? What is the theme of World Press Freedom Day 2024? When is World Press Freedom Day? It is today. Today, 3rd May. Okay. 3rd May. 3rd May is celebrated as World Press Freedom Day. Okay. Every day we have Environment Day, like that many days are there, and every year they'll be having some celebration. Some celebration will be there, observation will be there, and also one theme will also be there. Based on the theme only, that day will be celebrated. Okay, so this year, what is the theme of this year's celebration or observance? Option A, a press for the planet, journalism in the face of environmental crisis. Option B, shaping a future of rights. Option C, journalism under digital siege. Option D, information as a public good. Okay. All right. So the correct answer is option A, a press for the planet, journalism in the face of environmental crisis. That is a correct answer. Okay. All right, so this is actually proclaimed by UN General Assembly in 1993. UN, right, United Nations. United Nations proclaimed this day. It's actually this particular, what is the significance this particular days? It's actually commemorating the Declaration of Windhoek. Declaration of Windhoek. Declaration of Windhoek. Okay, so Windhoek is actually a declaration which is promoting press freedom globally. Okay, so to highlight the importance of free press and informing the people. So that's why this day is being celebrated. Okay, and today is World Press Freedom Day. All right, next one. Next one. Which country has recently proposed to reclassify marijuana as less dangerous drug? Okay. Option A, United States. Option B, China. Option C, India. Option D, Russia. Okay, right, this marijuana is actually again same like opium. It's also a kind of something which is affecting our neural system itself. Okay, so but another significance is like this was traditionally used in India and all. This was traditionally used as a medicine. Now also we have some limited usages allowed, but normal people cannot cultivate this marijuana and all. Okay, so recently this was a proposal was there to reclassify it as a less dangerous drug by United States. Okay, United States recently proposed to reclassify this marijuana. So the many different categories are like Schedule 1, Schedule 3, different schedules are there. So this is now added to a schedule which is having less tight regulation. Okay, so they want to explore the medical potential of this particular plant. Okay, so that is marijuana and state is United States. Okay. All right. All right. So next one, Vasundhara Tal, Marban Lake and Pinguru Lake. Recently seen the news are located in which state? Vasundhara Tal, Marban Lake and Pinguru Lake. Recently seen the news are located in which state? Option A, Uttarakhand. Option B, Himachal Pradesh. Option C, Odisha. Option D, Madhya Pradesh. Okay, Vasundhara Tal, Marban Lake and Pinguru Lake. Okay, so the correct answer is Uttarakhand. Uttarakhand is many lakes are there in Uttarakhand. So recently, this Uttarakhand government formed an expert team to assess some lakes are there which is having glacier lake outburst flood. Okay, so glacier lake means it's actually this kind of lake will be there, and this walls will be broken, and after that, water will be flowing from this and area will be flooded. So the government actually planned to. Government was actually the expert team wanted to assess the lakes in Uttarakhand, whether it is posing a threat to the area having this GL of potential. Okay, so all these lakes are in Uttarakhand. Okay, all right. So that's it for today. I think we have completed all the topics regarding today. Most of the areas we have completed, diverse areas we have completed, like environment, science and technology, even sports, like the different areas we have covered. Again, we'll be having more sessions like this. I'll try to come up with the newest current affairs itself. Okay. Before winding up, let me remind you regarding your new B.ARCH regular and repeater batch. Okay, we'll be having the earlier sessions I've mentioned is crash batches only. So this will be regular and repeated batches will be starting. So the date is not confirmed. We'll be soon starting it. So if anyone of you is interested to join this, we are actually having pre-booking is there, so you can book now itself to secure your slot. Okay, it will be both online as well as offline batches will be there. Okay, all right. So you can call this number 8086 111 055 or 8129 111 226. Okay, all right. So again, once again, reminding you regarding our YouTube channel also. So again, we'll be having more sessions like this. So if you are interested to watch more videos like this regarding different topics, make sure to subscribe our YouTube channel. Okay. All right. So that's all for today. Thank you. Good night.